Hi and welcome to Winners Corner this Sunday when we have a British Crown finals at Sundbyholm racetrack in Eskilstuna. We'll get to see the very best 3- and 4-year-old horses in the country. It will be exquisite sport, and we have of course a V75 round as well. Harry, I mean, it seems that every year we get amazed that the 3- and 4-year-old horses are getting better and faster than the year before. Would you say that this also goes for this year?
Absolutely. As I say, you think that last year, well, you're just not going to be able to beat the likes of last year's crop of 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. And blow me down if this year we've got even better. And it's a sign, you know, just that coming through the ranks, young horses in Sweden, the training methods, everything else are really going to absolute prime to the top. And as I say, as a result of this, we get some fantastic fillies, and this is exactly what, and colts, which is exactly the case this year.
All right then, let's take a closer look at the races, and we start with race 6, which equals the second leg in the V75 round. It's the British Crown final for the 3-year-old fillies. And number 2, Konrad's Rödluva, she has impressed everyone in her last 3 races, winning amongst others the Oaks final. But you, Harry, you keep persisting to talk about number 6, A Sweet Dance. And now you have to tell us why you think that she will win this race against the biggest favorite of the day, Konrad's Rödluva.
Absolute phenomenal filly. It's so sad that Johnny Tucht is not well enough to drive. Per Lennartson is an excellent replacement. I've watched this filly from day one. It's a filly that I said, is she dancing? Is she doing the waltz? Is she doing the tango? She's doing it all. And she had a little bit of down in form 2 races back. But as I say, what I saw in the semi-final from draw 12 and 4 wide round that far turn, she literally took off. And she took the lead straight coming into the straight. But Konrad's Rödluva, a very, very top-class filly, Daniel Redén, throwing superlatives after superlatives about this filly. But I'm telling you, sorry, Daniel Redén, you're going to have to come and dance with me because it's a sweet dance. And I'm telling you all, whatever you do, bank a sweet dance. I'm sorry, Konrad's Rödluva, you're going to stand back this time.
So we start off with, according to Harry, a very strong win bet there in race 6 on horse number 6, A Sweet Dance. We move on to race 7, V75-3. It's a race for mares over 2,140 meters. And what have you managed to single out for us here?
Yeah, I think I found us a really good show bet, and after we've danced all the way down the straight in the previous race, I'm not letting that go. It looks as if Undazzled Eyes might be the right one here for a show. Jürgen Westholm stable in good form. Have a look at this. She finishes really, really well, and as I see, I think it's a very, very good show bet, and she's not the favourite by any means, and in fact ranked 4th, 5th, and I think we can get a really good payback.
A good show bet there in race 7. And we move on to the next race, race 8. And it equals the 4th leg in the V75 leg. And it's a British Crown final for the 3-year-old stallions and geldings. So many horses in this field have been so impressive. But you think you've managed to localize the winner also in this race?
Very tough race to suss out, but I go again for, you probably think I'm having a love affair with Eric Adielsson Swantebath, but really seriously, I think 3 Global Welcome is the one that you've got to put your money on. A very, very, very good horse. There are fantastic horses in this field. It's hard to choose amongst them, but just have a look at the way Global Welcome wins here. He's winning against top-class colleagues there, and for me it's a welcome to the winner's circle. Eric Adielsson, number 3, Global Welcome.
And with that, we then move on to the daily double. And it's races 10 and 11, as usual. And DD1 is the British Crown final for the 4-year-old mares. And give us now a short summary of the field, Harry.
Yeah, we've got some fantastic, as I said, fillies in this field. We've got Vam Kronos, Carl-Johan Jeppsson, Jerry Reardon, fantastic form. Melby Free, winner of the Fillies Championship with Bjorn Goop. You just can carry on and on and on. But the one that stands out for me is one that has had her crown tilted a little. She's no longer ranked as number one. She's in fact as 6, 7, 8 to 1 at the moment. And I just cannot believe it, because she had this little down. She's apparently training very well again. She's back to normal. I saw a sign of that in her qualification race, and you must know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Dibaba. And as I say, this filly has, as a 3-year-old, rated as the best in the country. We saw her in the Queen Sylvia stakes in Alby when she did an impossible race to win. There you see her finishing like a bomb behind just Melby Free. But as far as I'm concerned, the role is going to be turned over here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Dibaba giving us a good payout. And I'll be screaming Dibaba home as I'm your commentator on Sunday.
And in DD2, we have the British Crown final for the 4-year-old stallions and geldings. Number 3, Perfect Spirit, is the clear favorite ahead of number 2, Who's Who. 2 absolute amazing horses, and both of them are included on your DD system, Harry. Which one of them do you hold the highest, though?
I hold Perfect Spirit. I care most about Who's Who. Very close to me, son of Maharaj, the prince of princes, I said, not the king of kings. But as I say, Urian Schielström, you can see he's driving both. There's number 3, Perfect Spirit, as well. And he chooses Perfect Spirit. I think Perfect Spirit at the moment is the better of the two form-wise. After the Derby, which was amazing by Who's Who, he had a little... he went down a little in form. He wasn't as good as he was in the European Derby. Urian Schielström himself saying that he didn't feel that kick that he felt in the Derby. And I think he's had a good long season, Who's Who. He's done everything you want. Why not take a double there? 2 combinations. Dibaba's going to make sure that we get a good payout. So there we are. We're safe and sound for Dibaba with 2 Who's Who and 3 Perfect Spirit.
Time now then to talk about the V75 round. 7 races to solve. The quality this Sunday is absolutely superb. And we have 4 of the British Crown finals that are within this V75 round. Harry, last couple of years, we've actually seen a pretty good payouts for 7 corrects on this Sunday. What do you think about this Sunday?
Yeah, I think after Saturday's 11.6 million euros, it's going to be hard to catch. And generally speaking, the Sunday V75 doesn't usually have as good a jackpot or pot as the Saturday meetings. However, with the Breeders' Crown and the great interest in these top 3 and 4-year-olds in Sweden, the best in Sweden, therefore there's a good chance that we'll get an extra big jackpot or V75 jackpot payout. But for me, at any rate, it's a great meeting and it's a great chance to win a little extra money after you've won all that for my 7 right on Saturday.
Okay, then let's check out your V75 system, Harry, and see how you solve it. We can see that you have 2 bankers, both mares. We've talked about them both already, so let's instead focus on the races that we haven't touched yet. That is the 1st leg and the 5th leg. Starting then with V75-1. It's a race for elite mares, and you go for the 3 most trusted horses here. Quite evenly betted. Who do you believe the most in?
I believe Shadow Gar from draw 2 is going to be very hard to beat. We've seen Southwind Fairgy and Michael J. Andersson, what fantastic performances they've produced time and time again. They've won so many races. But I just think that 2 Shadow Gar is now at the top of her form. And you can't leave out a fighter like 7 in Toto Sund with Erik Adielsson. So 2-3-7, I think we're pretty safe.
V75-5 is a race for 4-year-old horses outside the British Crown finals. And what can you tell us about this race?
Well, the 5th race is a very open race, and that's why I've taken so many horses. You can see that possibly the favourite is, I believe, 1 Dream Night Palema, or number 10 Princeton 1. But for me, it's absolutely an open race, and you can see I've taken 7 combinations. And as I say, I feel that we've got to take as many as we can here. An outsider that we shouldn't forget is number 6, My Dream Art, with Oscar J. Andersson from the Westholm stable. They've been talking about this a long while. A nice outsider.
Very well then. 1008 combinations we have for the V75 system this Sunday. And with that, of course, you can check out our website, swedishhorseracing.com. There you'll find lots more information about Swedish trotting and horse betting. And now, best of luck this Sunday when we have this V75 round at Sundbyholm Racetrack in Eskilstuna. Bye-bye.